is Paula Clark, and I'm here at Anita Ehler's Dance Extension here in Park Ridge with the amazing Frank Mastrocola. We're here in the studio, and I just have to say that the Anita Ehler studio has been a staple for this community here in Park Ridge. They are so well known in every county, even in New York. Everyone that I know that I speak to, when you ask them where do they take their children to go into dance, they always say Anita Ehler's Dance Extensions. I have so many friends that have worked here, danced here, their kids have danced here, they become also dance instructors. So I just want you to meet them, Anita and Frank. This is their 30th year anniversary, 30 years here in this making, and they're still growing strong. So we're going to visit a few of the classrooms, but first I want to talk to Anita and Frank and say thank you so much for letting me do this with you today.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's an honor to have you. Thank you for coming.
You're a legend yourself.
Oh, please. So anyway, so here we are, and I just want to know, I know you started on Broadway.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us a little background and how did this come about? Yeah.
Well, I'll start since I started it.
Yeah.
And came to New York. I had the good fortune of working with an incredible teacher in Manhattan. He had a wonderful school where I met Frank. And we were in his dance company. He was a mentor to me, and he gave me a technique and a style that after I performed on Broadway, I did a couple of shows, worked with Bob Fosse, Chi Rivera, Dorothy Loudon, Liza Minnelli, a lot of incredible people. Did some Broadway shows.
To name a few.
Amazing choreographer and just my life's work. Decided to do it, and I will say that 30 years ago, I had students of mine that are now teachers here on our staff. They grew up here, they went away to college, dance majors, and are back and are our staff. And so I cannot tell you how that feels.
And I think you told me the number, like how many
eight
of
people.
Those, you have like 8
kids that grew up here that went away to college and then came back.
And then I hear their kids are even
we have some of
coming
their
to the
children.
school.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Right?
That shows how, we start kids at like 3 years old, 2.5, all the way up to high school seniors. We offer some adult classes, but the adults can be a little bit intermittent here and there. The adults like our silks class. We hold silks classes here. And, everything she said I was a part of because we've been married that long.
And Frank did many Broadway shows. The last show, he was doing Starlight Express when I opened the studio. Then he was doing Cats for 4 years. Before that, he was an original in Dreamgirls. Tell him, Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie.
We did Dancing together, our first Bob Fosse show together. So that was good. We did Chicago together, which was another Bob Fosse show.
Pippin Film, Chorus Line. What else did we do?
And you can bring all that to these.
Well, that's it.
So
the thing was
fortunate
that what helped our studio get started really was Anita decided to retire from performing before I did, and we were still very active in the business. And even though she was teaching, I was still doing Cats. Kids from here would come, they'd see me in Cats, I'd take them backstage. It was very family-like. It was like, oh, she's my teacher, he's the husband, and I would come intermittently and teach some classes or choreograph. It really gave us a springboard to get started, and once people knew that we knew how to teach, we weren't just performers, not teachers, it really gave us some traction here in the community. We've been serving the community around here in many of the towns for a long time now, and it's a blessing. I mean, all these folks sitting around right here now, without them, we would not have the studio, and we are truly
And they're
blessed.
here because of you, because, I mean, I've gone to studios before, and you don't always see the owners here loving what they do. I see you talking with all of the instructors, and, I mean, it's like a family. It's more than anything, I saw an amazing culture here. And tell me a little bit about your culture. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I think for us, it's about having these kids that grew up with us and being their teachers and knowing them, and that they know how we like things done.
Yeah,
so that we can actually
way.
be not here and know that everything is done exactly the way we want it to be done. Patty, who's filming this, her daughter is one of our talented, I mean, award-winning students. She's beautiful, she's bright, she choreographs, yeah.
And now she's teaching here.
And now she's a teacher here.
The culture is one of communication and warmth. So
You feel that.
anybody who wants to talk to us, and many do, they either email us, they knock on our door.
208 Hawthorne Avenue here in Park Ridge, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Why don't we
Dead End
go in
Street.
and so look at some of these classes? I would love to do that.
So let's go in. This is Dan Muller, and this is our Sapphire company, and he's rehearsing a competition piece. So
Awesome.
you can check it out.
Awesome.
Let's do the walk.
Come on.
All the way around. Yes? So again, 5, 6, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoop up, turn. Yeah, one more time. 5, 6, go from over here. 5, 6, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Look, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2. Yes, one more time. One more time. Every time, from here to here, I want to see this arm go down, scoop, lift up with a beautiful
So this is
pointed foot,
11,
shoulders pressing
age 11,
down.
12.
5, 6, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Sharp, 2, up, scoop, lift. Wow, that arm has to scoop. One more time. Come on, come on. 5, 6, from here. 1, 2, 5, 6, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoop up and around. Yes.
Kid,
Yes.
the kids just go over there, and I just want to introduce Dan to the camera. So
This is Dan.
Hello.
This is Dan Muller. He grew up at the studio, and he's one of our. He's associate competition director and a teacher and brilliant choreographer. And he's helping to keep AEDE going into the future.
Yes, it's a wonderful place to work.
And you have two
Yeah.
children that are coming here also.
I do.
right?
I have 2 children that are students here that it's fun to
How
give
old are
dance.
they?
I have a 6-year-old and a almost 4-year-old. Yes, and it's.
You are getting old, just like
I
us,
know,
right?
I know.
He's getting
But
up there.
it's awesome, and they love it here too. It's like the family keeps going.
And you
So
love what you do.
I
I
love
see
what I
that.
do. I love what I do.
This looks
completely.
awesome.
Yeah, they look
Hard
good.
workers,
He's
hard
an
workers.
award-winning choreographer. He's not only a great teacher, but he's a really
I
creative.
want to dance. I get the feeling I want to dance.
Want to get back to those,
Yeah, I do. I
that
do. Back to
personal
those
trainer
days.
stuff, right?
Let's go to the other.
thank you.
What's the other studio we're going to now?
Let's go see the little babies.
We're going to go into this studio where there's 3 and 4-year-olds at the very earliest stages of learning about dance with Sandy Weinthal, who's teaching, and she's also a student that started here at age 3, right, honey?
Yes, she did.
Anita was her teacher.
Baby.
Let's go. So why don't I just sit
Hello, Miss Sandy.
Hello, Miss Sandy.
These are the babies.
Hi guys.
And so what? You guys, they're 3 and 4-year-olds. And this is Miss Sandy and her assistant, Miss Cynthia. And the girls are getting ready to do a recital. They're going to be doing a recital soon, very soon. And they're learning, I guess they have their colored dots that they go on. Miss Sandy's a wonderful teacher.
Can they show us a little bit of their dance? Just like where they stand?
We were gonna do our circle and do our scarves.
Oh, that's
let's
perfect.
Watch that.
Perfect,
Okay,
yeah.
girls, come make a circle.
Circle quick, see how fast you can go.
Whoa, look at him go.
Very quick.
Like it.
Grab hands.
Alright, ready, spread out. Careful of the mirror, step away from the mirror. Come forward. And now sit down. Whoop. Shoshana. Come back.
Nobody does that to me anymore.
Alright, girls. Let's do.
Cute.
They're doing,
What do we say?
it drew their attention.
We get what we get?
Nice, I like that thing.
Alright, Miss Emma. Emily. And let me get one more purple in here. Stop. We'll go 3 at a time, girls. I'm coming over here. Hey, girls, you have to sit nicely. Turn around. You won't have to turn around. Really well. How's your feet? Can you guys tap your feet? Can you tap your feet? Go ahead, go last. Can you do it more?
rest of the studio. Come on, follow us.
Ballet class.
Oh, this is a ballet class.
Yeah, what
age?
ages?
6 to 8-year-olds.
Ballet one?
Ballet 1.
So this is like the next level up, essentially, from those little 3 and 4-year-olds you just saw there. So this is the ballet 1 class. Should we go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Miss Erica. Miss Erica is
Miss
the teacher.
Erica. Okay.
Who also grew up here. And Miss Olivia.
Wow, Wally.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
This is Miss Erica, who also grew up at the studio.
Hello.
She started here when she was about 7, and she's one of our starlet teachers, and her assistant, Olivia, who's a high school junior.
I saw you dancing before.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And these are the Ballet 1 students that are going to do, what are you guys going to do? Are you about to rehearse your
Let's
dance?
do it, yeah.
Let's do it.
Facing the mirror.
Oh,
Okay,
sure.
good.
Yeah.
And we
So
can
go to
film
your
it
spot
to the mirror.
facing the mirror. We'll do it one more time facing the mirror,
And you
okay?
want to get us out of the we can walk over.
This is our last time facing the mirror.
Yeah, that's better.
Are you ready, guys? Stay in that first position. And 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Slow, and down. 2 toes. And 1, and go. And 2, and go. And 1. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go downstairs and see Miss Jen, who is doing I think the
little bit-
ballet. It's
a little
also
bit more
it's a
advanced,
ballet,
3,
yeah.
4?
No, I don't think so. I think this is a split class, so it's the same age.
That's so pretty. Is that something that someone wore?
It is. It's a costume.
Yes, yes. And this was made, one of our adult students, whose daughters all grew up here, 3 of them. She, what is this?
Amazing
Needlepoint,
Grace.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, needlepoint.
Yeah.
Needlepoint.
And Anita choreographed a dance to that song. And so they gave it to us. It's a nice,
lovely,
it's
right?
a nice memory.
It is.
A little bit inside.
That's nice. So these are gorgeous, these things here.
This was yeah, that was Steve.
Hi. This is another
You
student.
want to do? Are we running out of time?
A few more, we're gonna start wrapping it up soon. And
Yeah.
then,
Hi. Okay, so do you want to just go downstairs and see the
yeah,
next ballet class?
absolutely. Let's go see
Hi.
some more. Hi.
Okay, this is.
Yeah, look at that. Who's that right there? Who is that?
That's
Is
me.
that the infamous Frank Mastrocola?
And that's
what was that
Scott
in?
Holmes from As the World Turns.
Oh, geez.
Mel Johnson Jr. from the Terminator films.
Oh, geez, I do know him.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. This is a big studio.
Yeah, we have about 5,500 square feet.
And how many students total about do you have?
Roughly about 600, I would say.
Cross, drag, cross, shed, cartwheel, step, cross. Don't forget the step cross. Okay, so let's turn around and fix the mirror.
Okay.
And we'll
So
do
this
it
is, and then jazz acrobatic class.
So they combine learning some jazz techniques along with acrobatics.
So how many
And this
classes?
is, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. How many classes are there?
No, we have 4 classes going on.
Sorry,
Most of the day. We start at like 3:45, and then we end tonight. The last class is over at like 10:05.
Okay.
And so,
10:05 at night?
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
And then there's actually a few that's like the 2 soloists you saw. We have a few more that stay from 10 to 10:40. So Jen, come here for a second. We just want to introduce you.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
So this is Jennifer Marquardt Waldner, who is she's been teaching here how many? 15 years now?
Probably 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
4 summers and 11 full-time years.
She came to us after her illustrious Broadway career.
You are now closed in here.
So, do
Did
we
they come
want to
back
do this, or do you want to wrap it up? Or?
No,
let's
so
finish.
you're on now.
Okay, hi.
Sorry, so as we were saying,
So we lost you, and so we were in a bad. The room didn't have a Wi-Fi. So why don't we go start again?
Okay.
This is
Jen
Jen.
Marquardt Waldner, who came to us. She's been here about 15 years. We first met her. She came as a substitute teacher for a teacher who suddenly got a job, I think it was, or maybe
think
took
so.
ill.
Yeah.
She sent the sub, and we fell in love. And she's been here 15 years. Juilliard graduate, great ballet teacher.
Tap, everything. Acro,
Terrific.
jazz, she does it
And
all.
a great choreographer. Her number just did really well last weekend at the competition.
And what's the oldest student you have here?
The seniors in high school. That would be the oldest.
So
the
not
senior,
like
the senior company.
not like adults.
No,
No.
no adults.
Because I remember Giovanna.
Oh yeah, for years.
She was
one of my students.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I couldn't join if I wanted to.
Well, of course, we can make
No,
exceptions.
but, I mean, you get so into wanting to dance when you come here because of the culture, because of the surroundings, that I just want to put my tap shoes on. It's always been something I wanted to do, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So you were a rockette.
I was a
don't know if you said
rockette at
that.
Radio City.
Right.
I started in Chicago when the shows were expanding. And then when I got engaged, I didn't want to leave the city, and they gave me a spot, which then led to 42nd Street. And during the summers at Radio City and 42nd Street, I think that's when I started
Yes.
coming to you guys. I'd wake up after getting
Yeah,
up late.
because she had to be here starting class at like 9:15.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Wow.
And interestingly, Jen worked for a girl by the name of Linda Haberman, who was the director of the Rockettes, who was somebody that we worked with extensively in the city. We did Broadway shows together
Small
with
world.
Yeah.
Small
In this
World,
world.
and then she worked with Linda. So everything gets so connected.
And you're still in the city?
No,
Okay.
we moved out of the city after my Sydney, who dances here now.
She has 2 children dancing
Yeah.
here
The
now.
dance here.
They're both in the competition company. One is 10, one is 13.
Oh, how awesome.
Isn't that
And
incredible?
they're loving it.
Do you need a house?
Bergen County is the only place to live.
There you
you know.
go. Oh, it's so nice meeting you. Those girls are adorable, and that's great. Thank you for letting us in. We
Thank you.
lost the Wi-Fi connection, so we couldn't really see the girls for that long, but we got a little bit of it. So thanks so
Good.
much.
Thank you,
Okay,
Jen.
thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
And that's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I think that you can see what's going on here at the Anita Ehler Studio in Park Ridge on Hawthorne Ave. If you have any interest at all about sending your kids here, or anybody watching this right now that wants to, Frank and Anita, what can they do? Give us your phone number, website.
Well,
whatever.
yeah, go to our website. That's where everything takes place. That's danceextensions.com. And of course, our phone number is 201-391-1986. and you get to talk to Mary Jo, who's up there
awesome.
manning the phone. She's always here. So,
Yeah.
you know, Paula, thank you so much
Yes,
for coming by
thank
to
you.
visit.
Thank you.
You know,
guys.
Park Ridge has been
Really.
great to us,
Thank you.
and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome.